going around doing the difficult job of lifting triplets. I don't like doing it. I've got these ones picked out so far. Oh, I always find I pick the wrong one. You come back in the afternoon and one of the two that you've left her with's cripple or it's ill or she doesn't want it. Anyway, it has to be done. So I tend to try and leave them with a sort of even pair if I can. This set of three here. I mean, they are all very level. That one is probably slightly smaller. So I'll probably lift him. Just try and leave her with a matching pair if you can. But I mean, if they're all the same size, if they're all happy, they're all full, it's just a case of lift one, unfortunately. So yeah, it's not a nice job, as you can hear. But until we get singles lambing, I have no other option. Just like that, I've got 6 more pets and I've got another 2 to lift. Oh dear. This is why you can't leave sheep for 5 seconds. It's just flipping shot the 2 of these lambs out one after the other. Thankfully they're not in the skin, but it's when you get them in the skin and she lies there for another 5 minutes going, I think my job's done now. Shall I get up? It's the last shift for the young lambs. So I've just taken the fence down. I'll get the post later. Just rolled it all up. That's the rain on, and I think I've got 2 cows lambing, so I'll way back to check them. Roxy does not rate the rain. Forfeited this middle pen here, so taking the heat box over. This is a heat box Davey made many years ago. It is fantastic. Heater goes in the side there, blows the hot air in obviously, and then it rises up to the top where the lamps sit on that wire mesh. Now we shouldn't really be needing this very often because we're also lambing inside this year, but you never know. Then we've got a box of supplies, so I've got my iodine, my probiotic, any medicines, spare towel, thingy for helping pull the head forward if we need it, although I can't use it, spare probiotic down the bottom, juice, things for ringing the lambs in here. So I've got the rings and the applicator, disinfectant powder, towel for cleaning and drying my hands, speaker in case we're in here on a Friday night, kettle for all my cups of tea, but no, in all seriousness, a kettle for making colostrum if we need it. But I do have, my sister has packed a wee box of goodies here, so there's cups here and tea bags, biscuits, whatnot in there, sweeties, for if and when we need a wee pick me up. So just need to take the milk down and we'll be flying. Hello. These are the wee lambs that I picked up this morning off of the triplets. They're settling into their new pet pen very well. I've started the first 2 colours and anything that's slightly leaner of the main lambing now on to concentrate feed. So they're getting roughly about 0.3 kilograms per head per day at the moment, and I'll probably up it slightly as we get closer. But I'm always very wary of feeding them too much too quickly, and then you get problems like prolapsing. So I'm doing it with the snacker, and as you can see the cake then drops out of a little slot. plan for just now is I have some of the ewes and lambs out here in the batching up pen, so I'm just going to go and get some more that are ready to go out here. Hopefully the weather will start to improve maybe next week, and we might get some of them out to grass because that's what they really need. But for just now they're doing fine in here. I am hoping that I can get some of these twins at the far end batched up, and then hopefully get the triplets batched up as well, and then that'll give me another pen to start putting out younger stuff into, but we'll just see. We're kind of getting to the end of that first tupped colour now, so I think there's just a handful of them left, and then the second colour should be starting. Okay, right, who can go from down here? So I've marked up and rung all the lambs yesterday that I was happy with. So I have, you can go out last. Shifted them all across to this side as well, because that way it meant that they could all get access to the water drinkers, and it reduced the amount of buckets. Come on. Now that that's everyone shifted about, I'm just going to give the big pens a bit of a bed just to keep them nice and clean. Sheets for the ewes. That's lasting them about 4 or 5 days at the moment, so they're not too bad. Somebody's enjoying the sun. Mum just coming over to make sure that he's okay. What a sight. Oh, it's nice to have them out to some grass. Although it's minimal at the moment, it's nice to get them out on a nice sunny day. They're coming in at night time and then out during the day. If it's not the sheep keeping me up, then it's the cows. But if they're coming out alive, that's the main thing. So I was watching this cow earlier, and as you can see, she's already calved one, and she's trying to calve the other one. She's trying to calve the other one with just one leg and a head. So I'm just going to go grab a rope and pop it on and see if I can get back for another leg and get it out. I've got the ropes and in some hot water just to soften. Got the calving jack in case we need it, and put her in that gate. So that cow, I didn't manage to get the calving filmed, sorry. We were just wanting to try and get the calf out, and obviously it was getting gripped with the leg being bent back, so it was a bit like a lamb. So instead of coming out like that, one leg was way out and the other one was just doubled over just like that. So she stood up and I managed to get my hand in and flick the foot up, and then with that I managed to get the 2 ropes on the legs and then literally just pulled it out. He is bigger than the first one, and she's got a really good set of 2 actually,
That's her. I've got another heifer calving as well at the moment, and another cow has calved as well. So I'm grabbing a quick cup of tea, I'm watching the camera, keeping an eye on this heifer, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, busy night. Probably have a quiet day now.
6 new calves, 2 pairs in the yows, all before breakfast time. It's -4 or 5 I think this morning. Lovely morning, but it is freezing. But now I'm away for another cup of tea and some food because I am starving. Just going round emptying out the yows drinkers. So just do this as often as needed. They don't get dirty really. It's just bits of silage and stuff. Thankfully nobody has done the toilet in them yet. So yeah, see the water's still clean. It's just bits of silage that they drag in. So just give it a quick tidy up and then refresh the water. And then that'll do them for another wee while, as long as they behave. So just take out the worst of it, and then there's a bung at the bottom, so I just unscrew the bung, put this bucket underneath. Still just Dad and I working away, so it's busy, it's tiring. We're up most of the night and up all day, so yeah, it's taken a lot out of us, but it's just that time of year. Not the weather that we were needing. It was green. Cold, but it was still green. Up until about half an hour ago. Great. Topping up the yow silage to make sure that they're all okay. Giving them fresh lifeline buckets too. Make sure that they don't lose anything in this weather. I've had a few people asking what happens to the triplets when we take them off and why we do this. So up until we bought the milk machine, which was 3 years ago now, we used to leave yows with 3 lambs if they were managing. So we would keep an eye on them, obviously. They would be outside, they would lamb outside, and all being well, if the lambs were full enough and the yow was coping, we would leave them with her 3. This worked well. Some you had to lift later, some managed fine, but I always found that there was lambs when the yows went out to the hill in summer, there was yows that would have lambs that would lose them because they were trying to look after 3 still, or there would be a lamb starting to show that it maybe wasn't quite getting enough milk, but at that point it's kind of too late to take them off and put them onto the milk machine because they're older and they're a bit more stubborn and they don't really take to it very well. So I did find that we did have lambs that just weren't quite doing so well throughout the whole of summer, and they were triplets because we marked them differently, so I could tell. At this stage she looks like she's managing fine. You know, all the lambs are fine, they're full, they're happy, but it soon starts to show that there's, you know, 1 or 2 start to take more than the other. Because we invested in the milk machine, we knew that we had to make it pay, and by doing that we knew that we had to have the lambs on it. So we took the decision then to lift every 3rd lamb and take them to the pet's pen, and then they would go onto the milk machine where they would be reared by the machine. There was the odd occasion that we would manage to get a single adopted on, but again, because we were lambing outside, this proved to be really difficult, and our singles don't get any feed, but their lambs still seem to be huge. So I did always try and adopt on, and when I did, there was sometimes that her own lamb, because it was so big, was then taking all of the milk, so you had to then lift the adopted lamb because it was starting to suffer. So it was a catch-22. Yes, it does mean that we are going to have a lot of pet lambs, but previous years, Mum was the chief pet lamb rearer, that's what we nicknamed her, and she loved it, but she put so much time and effort into the pet lambs. She made those lambs, and because she put so much time and effort in, they did pay for themselves. But you have to put time and effort in. You have to give them that time to get the rewards back, basically. A bit like anything. I'm sure you will all understand, but I don't think there'll be a video this Sunday, just given what day it is. I'll be spending it with my family, but I'll be back again next week. Just want to say a massive thank you to all of you who have purchased some of my merch so far. It is so appreciated. Thank you so much. The shipping has been updated on the website also, so we ship UK, international and EU. So please feel free to give my website a wee browse and check out all the different products that we've got. Kids are coming very soon. I promise I'll update you all when it does come, but it'll be very soon. Thank you again for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and we'll see you for the next one.